When we start to bring magic into our matrix, that matrix starts to dissolve and fall apart. The fabric of our understanding falls apart. And for some people, that's very liberating. And for most people and a lot of people, it's challenging. But that's why we have the tools that we have. That's why we have the healings that we have, is because our matrix, the matrix of everyone's individual mind, is made up of our programming, our the way we were raised, our societal institutions, some for good and some for bad. And within that are all our experiences, colored by our emotional states, colored by our relationships, colored by all kinds of things. It could be as simple as saying, well, the matrix wants us to live in a box. But it's beyond that. The matrix doesn't want to just us to live in a box. The matrix wants us to live trapped inside of a maze of our own mind. And like a rat in a race, a rat in a maze, not knowing how to get out. When we start to bring light into our minds, we start to see how many unhealthy patterns, how many experiences that we've had in our lives that don't serve us. And that's challenging for people. I've said this before, if people don't want to take a true look at themselves, people are unwilling to take responsibility for themselves, they have a hard time on this path. And it goes so beyond what we think we want. That saying, you have to let go of the life you think you want so that you can live the life that's truly meant for you. How do you even begin to know what's truly meant for you? That's the path of magic. And then you enter in individuals who might have suffered things like abuse or trauma in their lives. And those are serious, serious things. And in our mystery school, there's a lot of people with a lot of life experiences like that. And if they come to this place of accepting that they're not victims, that they are not victims anymore, that they actually have control of their life from this moment forward, that matrix can unravel and release. But as long as someone stays attached to their victimhood, stays attached to what has happened to them in the past, then that'll continue to taint their experience of anything they do, mystery school or not. So if we're talking about leaving the matrix behind and dissolving this matrix of our mind that is built on falsities and lies and programming that doesn't serve you, what can you build outside of that? Exactly, what can you build outside of that? What isn't possible? It's all possible. This is the point. We are eternal, limitless beings. And it's so strange to imagine that we could do anything. We tell our little kids that, oh, you can do anything. My son's in kindergarten. You can be anything you want to be. What does that really mean? What does that really mean to experience that, to know that, to feel that? That's what we teach in the mystery school. It's not just about you can be anything you want to be. You can have whatever job you want to have. Sure, you can serve in whatever way you feel called to serve. But who do you truly want to show up as on this planet? Do you want to show up as a human? Do you want to show up as a God being, divine being, as a magician? You have all the choice in the world.